Okay, this is the house we did in Tamarac. As you can see, we did crown molding, new drywall in the ceiling, new base. We opened this wall right here. It used to be a mirrored wall. We put the two columns in. We opened it up where you have more room. Looks spacious. The floor is a plank wood style. We made this a sit bar where you could sit and eat. Very nice. We added the 3 pennant lights. Give it a little step down. And as you can see, there's now a double door there, which used to be a single door. Beautiful impact metal rain glass door. We installed hi-hats everywhere in the home. Coming into the kitchen, we opened this kitchen up. This kitchen was just basically from here this way. This was like a little dining room eating area. So we extended the kitchen all the way over. So we put the refrigerator here. Got a nice pantry there. Crown molding on the cabinets. Little counter space so when you come in from your daily work, you could throw your keys up there and a phone and all that stuff. We have an exterior door we put in the interior, which is a hurricane-proof rain glass door. Gives it a nice touch. We put a step down trim on all the doors. The AC vent is here now. It used to be in the closet in the master or kids bedroom, but we moved the AC on the completely other side of the house. So we added the vent there and put the AC handler inside the laundry room area. So that way it's not a package unit which was outside only. Right here used to be the refrigerator, and this wall was closed in, so we opened it up to give you more bigger space look. We added a pan drawer, which is a very nice big drawer. The cabinets don't have their handles on it yet, but we'll soon be adding those on. They're going to get the long metal round tubular looking ones, very nice. We're working on the backsplash as we speak. Got a little bit more right here in this little corner to do. This is all our tools we use. Our little counter we work off of. As you can see, the backsplash is over here. We just finished this yesterday. But we make sure we cover everything, like the stove, very expensive stove we cover. The dishwasher down there, the sink. We open this window up to give it more view out there. We added a valance across here to bring the two cabinets together where it looks as one. Of course, we had a crown molding everywhere. We had a new lighting, which it had like 3 or 4 different lights up in here, which were just crummy. We opened this doorway more, which used to be like 28 inches. We opened it wider. We have a nice sink, stainless steel. We covered right now. We're working. We added a ledge there if you wanted to set a chair back there. We opened also this little area here to give it more space to walk out. And we took the little corner off. It used to be a bump out. We took that off where the wall is a complete square corner now. We added this column in to give it some toughness and strength looking. And we built that out a column to give you like the ceiling look, which is a very nice touch. Okay. We'll go ahead to the back floor of the room, which was a very destroyed room. It's a very nice area for your TVs and stuff. As you can see, this used to be the back of the house. This was a sliding glass door, which was already off when we started, but we trimmed it in real nice, took the edging off and made it nice and square look. Same way with this one. And then there used to be a sliding glass door here, which was the same as this one over here. But we enclosed it a little bit to make it a doorway where it's not so big and wide. Give it a little bit more quietness back here because your TV's here. We also added crown molding to this entire room. We re-sheetrocked the ceiling, tore the old ceiling down. We spray foamed insulation in the ceiling because this is a flat roof, so it gets very hot back here, but now with that spray foam insulation, it keeps it cool. We added it's called a split unit, which means it runs off a little remote control, and you could set it to any temperature you want by just a little thing here. I'm going to turn it on. Cool. As you can see, it pops open. And it'll start blowing cold air. So that, you just have to run this little unit and it'll keep this room cool. So if you don't want to air condition the rest of the house and run up your electric bill, this is the way to go. I'm going to put one in my house. As you can see, we redid the floors. This was this house had like 10 different colored tiles in it. We tore up all the tile. The floor kind of slopes down almost 2 inches from the front of the house to the back of the house. So we had to level it best we can without getting too high on the door entries and stuff. The client picked a granite windowsill instead of having a crummy little white gray one from Home Depot. So we got all those windowsills done. That sink back there really goes in the laundry room. It's the mop sink or slop sink they call it. But we're probably not going to install that. As you can see, we have 5 1/4 inch base everywhere throughout the house. A nice touch. The color is nice. We added 10 lights to this back room to give it a lot of light at night. We also have a fan here in this center part of the room, and we have a fan to go in there in that part of the room. Basically, the customer is going to put their TV down here on this wall and put their couches and sofas and everything down here to watch the TV, or they might put it down there. You can see we added the 4-plex plug here. That way they have room for all their DVD players and all that stuff, but TVs are coming with that built in, so you really don't need that. So this is the floor room, which was a really disaster when we started here. Okay, this is considered a small dining room, which we have some spots on the ceiling we still have to fix because there was cracks in it. So we remudded it and we're going to reshoot knockdown in it. So this is basically your dining room area, which has its 4 hi-hat lights and a chandelier for the middle. Okay, we're going over to the main front formal living room, which we had lights added in. We put a total of 8 lights in here with a fan in the middle. 2 AC drops in here, which makes it nice and cool. Again, we redid the floors. The floor is almost 2 inches out of level, which it was 2 inches out of level. We fixed it to bring it to close to almost level. But if we made it any higher, we wouldn't have our door. It would have been higher than our door. So we had to accommodate. All the window sills are done in the brown, Baltic brown marble, or granite, I'm sorry. The kitchen counters are I think they call it white frosted speckle. It has a little shiny things, as you could see as they go by. Little pieces of silver glass, which is very cool. Okay. Coming down into the hallway. Okay, this hallway was a mess. It's a very beautiful hallway now. Redid the ceiling. Added 2 lights in here, which it only had 1 light here in the center. Added the crown molded in. Put all the double set down trims on all the doors. Okay, all the doors are off right now to get painted. Okay, this is entering the front bedroom, which is considered a kid's bedroom. And here is the doors that we're putting in, which is a solid wood frame with a rain glass on it. We are going to paint these a white. That's the bathroom door. That's the bedroom door. This door here is the linen closet. We didn't change that. That's the only thing in this entire house that has not been changed. Everything has been changed in this home. From the AC ductwork, to the flooring, to the bathrooms, to the kitchen, to the walls, to the drywall, to the fixtures, to the electrical wire, to the water heater, to all the electrical lines in here. This house was done very unsafe with aluminum wire, and it was very spliced together and rigged together. It was a fire waiting to happen. We corrected all that. A lot of work in that department. We had to get up in this attic, which was 9,000 degrees hot, and drag new wire completely across the whole house. And I'll show you a little bit later, we put in a new electrical panel. But as you can see, we have two closet entries here. We put nice new louvered doors in there, which are solid wood. Okay, they call it the 2-inch, I think, Bahama looking, or Bahamian. Not sure. Okay, this closet here is a nice long closet. It had the old AC in here. The AC basically came out of this wall from outside. It had a box that was like 2 feet high all the way down to this corner, and then it went out the wall over here, and that was the AC vent. It was called a package unit. And then by going up in this corner, it went up into the ceiling and then went through the rest of the house. It's called, I guess, a package unit. So we took that and we moved it completely to the other side of the home. And we opened this closet, so it's a full closet now with two nice wide open doors. We added 2 new plugs to the side of a bed, if there's going to be a bed there, because the plug is usually behind the bed, which it's hard to get to, and it's also a fire hazard because the bed sheet can get between the plug and the wall, and it could catch fire. So we moved them to the outside, but if you do need a plug there, there's a plug in the middle, so we added the plug there. We kept the one plug there. That's the old style where it's lower to the ground. The new code is higher, so we raised those too. We just didn't want to raise those because it's a lot of work and unnecessary expense. And you can see we added 4 lights here in this room, and there's a fan in the middle and a nice new AC ductwork here. So nice lights so you can't even really tell that they're in there. We textured all the walls. We painted all the walls a nice green color. And also we did the windowsills in the Baltic brown granite. So they're very nice. Also did the floor in this room. Okay, we're coming back out of this room. There's the linen closet that has that louvered door I showed you. That's the only thing we didn't change in the whole complete entire house. But as you can see, we got the trim on there. We have to do a little bit of sanding and modification to it where it would match the others. They're just going to put standard shelves in here. Okay. Now we're going to enter the hall bathroom, which gets that rain glass door. We have a blanket on the floor where we don't scratch it. Okay, that's a new design toilet made by Bizia, which is very nice. And here is the vanity we're going to put in here. We still got to put the handles on and connect the fixtures and stuff. And then we got a fixed glass shower door. And we have a nice fiberglass tub. We also added the granite white frosted speckled windowsill. We did all the window a metal trim around it. And then this fixture right here, if I don't kill myself getting in this tub, this is an exterior fixture, they call it. It's got a lot of controls on it. It's dusty right now. We've got to clean it off. It goes up here, and it's got a little wand that you could use. Then it's got this big shower head on it, which is crazy. It's all dirty, but we got to clean it off. We will do that this week. A nice fiberglass tub with a fixed piece of glass with the barn-style door. We have the new 1224 style tile that everybody's using. We tiled, it's called the wainscoting, I believe. We tiled up 42 inches on one side, or actually both sides on this wall. Look, gives it a nice touch. As you can hear, maybe the tub's a little creaky, but that's the way fiberglass tubs are until it gets settled in. Okay, then we added a, see if I can get this, a wood look gray rustic ceramic porcelain, sorry, not ceramic, porcelain tile for the floor. Gives it a nice wood look. That's the paint we're using. And we put this metal trim on the top to give it a nice look. Painted the walls I guess it's a seafoam green. We did the step down on the door trim, which is a very nice look, very clean look. We have chrome hinges. We put a new, we call them fart fans. And then we also put a new light over the tub area and one right here. This mirror here is like a touch mirror, you just or a wave mirror. You just barely do it, then that light comes on. How you doing? Okay, then it's got two functions, and you can put your finger in front of this one, then that light comes on. That's a beautiful mirror. Mirror's not cheap. That mirror is roughly about $450, $500. You need to hook up an electrical source to it. It has no switch, it's a direct hot wire. Of course these stickers will come off, but you just wave your finger in front of it, it goes off. Put your finger in front of this one, boom, it goes off. You can have this one on. So it's like that. You turn it off. Turn this one on, that's the backlight, which that gives it a nice look. It's a very, very nice mirror. Okay, it's touchless. Okay, now we're coming out of this room, we're coming into the master bedroom. We also got the rain glass door. We're working on this pocket door now. We have to add the trim to it and do some retrofitting for the door. This will be all nice and jazzed up when we're done. Master closet, there's really nothing to see in here. This was a real crummy, yellow, ugly closet with a bunch of shelves in it. And the ceiling was all rough textured plaster. We shot knockdown on it, smooth coated it. This was our tool room for the longest time. This is where we kept all our tools in the house, so everybody knew where all the tools were. We added a new AC vent in here, so it keeps the clothes cool where they don't get all musty smelling. And we added a new light up here, which is a very nice LED light. And coming out, of course, we added the 5 1/4 base on it. These are the two doors. That is the door for the closet, which is a louver door. We got to paint that. That goes on there. That is a pocket door. And Byron Friday, that's just a joke me and the client were playing around with. That's the door to the bedroom. As you can see, we added crown molding in every inch of the house because it's a nice touch. Then we also added the window sills, which is a Baltic brown. And this room, we also did the 2 plugs for the bed. I presume the TV for the client's TV is going to be over here. We added a new AC duct here. There's going to be a fan in the middle, and we added 5 lights in this room. And then we also did the floor. And then while we're working, we seem like we got bugs. But we'll get rid of those. We'll bug bomb the house before we finish. Then we got the door trim, which we're painting right now. We're coming into the master bathroom. Boom. Okay. This is the master bathroom. It has a gray looking vanity with a nice beautiful top on it, a nice fixture. I don't know the name of it, but it looks like it's U-bath. And this one also has that same mirror. You just touch it, boom, comes on, which is a very beautiful look. And if you turn off the regular lights, it gives it that kind of look. Gives it a nice elegant look in here. We also put the same fart fan, we call it. We added a light to the ceiling and one over the shower. We did a little step down for the shower because the tile going up the wall was a little bit short of the ceiling, so instead of putting a little trim piece there, we bring the ceiling down to give it a step down, which makes it look like it's its own little area. Gives it a nice touch. So it's a two-dimensional ceiling. It also has one of these Vizio toilets with no bolt showing on the side, and it's a dual flush. Okay. Then we have the fixed glass door with the barn style type track, and then we have the Ultra Glide on this, which opens very easy, which is very beautiful. And then we did the tile from floor to ceiling with the same tile that's in the other room. And then we did the 2x2 gray porcelain on the floor. Right now we're cleaning the drain, getting all the dirt and dust out of it. We got to clean the floor, there's some glue on there. We put a nice beautiful fixture in, which we will be cleaning up. And it's got the wand, and it has the biggest shower head I've ever seen in my life, and it's probably dusty on top, but we'll clean that. So this gives it a nice clean look. And then we did a full granite curve top. We don't like to do tile on it because they end up cracking in spots, and then water gets in there and then it starts to fall apart. So we use a solid. Home Depot and Lowe's doesn't sell this color, and this is the color the client wanted, so we put a gray in. That way we're all getting older, we're not getting any younger, so we'll be able to see that curve where we don't trip, I say. And it kind of matches the vanity box. It might look brown in the video, but it is gray. And then you've got the mirror look. A nice clean ceiling, soft. We have the door trims, and we also did the wainscoting with the tile. This side is lower than this side over here because it looked funny too low over here, and that would have been too high, would have been up close to the mirror. So it gives it a nice, little bit of a different look. We had new electricity, which is the new GFI plug and the double pack switch. And then we also added a windowsill, which we did the gray to match the one down here. This is the door. And these windows were just like, they were a mess around the edges and stuff. So we fixed those. Some of this house, it's an older house, so it's a little bit of nothing straight in here. We call this the wave shack because everything is wavy in here, just how they did the houses back in the 60s with the plaster. We pulled much as we could straight without, charging the customer $1 billion to fix everything. But you can see it's a little bit angled here, but there's really nothing we could do. We got it to the best we could, and that's kind of behind the door all the time, so you really don't see that. This is a floating sink, so there's no legs on it. It hangs on the wall. You got to make sure when you put these in that you have good anchor system behind it before you cover it up with drywall, because the weight of this and people leaning on it, it'll just break off and fall on the ground, and that you don't want. We had to do some modifications in this. We're not done because the drain has basically an area where it goes down. I kind of don't like this design. IKEA has them where it's a full drawer with none of this in here, and the way the drain goes, it's up against the bottom of the sink and goes to the back, then goes down the wall. This one like hangs down like this, which is, I don't know, for a sink like this, or a fixture or a vanity like this, what the cost is should have been a lot more thought process than that. But anyways, it's in. We still got to add a little threshold here, which we will, because we're painting the doors. The doors are very nice with the step down, and then we had to add another little piece in here, which gave it another step down, because the door jambs in plaster homes are 5 1/4 to 5 1/2, and standard door jambs are 4 7/8. So we have to add a little bit of piece in there, which you can't really tell, so it gives it a nice little triple quad step down. The painting's beautiful on it. My employee Scott is doing that. And the door is very easy to slide. Very, very beautiful door. Not the cheapest door you could buy. They were $1,500 and up, if not more. And then we also did the gray plank looking floor in here. A little bit different than the other bathroom. A little bit longer and a little bit darker. And that is rustic. As you see, we put a shower curb in. So this is the master bathroom, which was a real ugly looking blue bathroom from the 70s, I believe. So this is the master bathroom. I'm going to turn out all the lights. Boom, boom. Okay, so we're done with that. And I believe that is the complete home. We have a little bit more to do. Eventually we'll be done. We've been here for a while, but there is a lot of work to do in this home. So as you can see, I'll go around one more time. Nice colors the customer chose. Beautiful kitchen now with the white cabinets. Nice columns, gives it that strong, thick look. The dining room area. The hallway. And the flooring. Eventually we'll have our tools out of here and I'll do another walkthrough with it completed. I just want to show you something. As you see, when we created this opening, we had just a flat wall with no columns, and we had no column here. So it just looked too open. So we built this column, and we built this column. This column is narrower than this column. This one's like 12 inches, I believe, and this one's like 14 to 16. The reason is you have cabinets here that are on this. Here, cabinets are 12 inches deep, so we at least had to come out 12 inches. And so this wall here, with the wall that was here originally, is 4 inches. So we had to add another 11 inches to that to make it wider. So that's why you have two different sizes here. But if we were to make this wider, as wide as this one over here, it would be too closed up. It just wouldn't look right. And then we would lose space here, or we would lose space here. So we left it like that, which is, people really don't notice it. I just wanted to show you in case you did notice it. And we added the 3 pendant lights, which are very beautiful. So, and put 3 nice bar height stools there. So when you come in the door to this beautiful home, which was a very beat down home, it is very elegant now, very beautiful. It's not for sale, but I'm sure for the right price the client would sell it. And if you're interested, let me know. I'll get in touch with them, but I don't think they want to sell, but you never know, money talks. Just to go over again, this wall here was a flat wall with mirrors from floor to ceiling. It was very, very ugly. It kind of made the place look big. The flooring had 6 different tiles in it. It had a different tile in the kitchen. It had a different tile over here. This was a different tile. The hallway was a different tile. The bedrooms were a different tile. So they must have got tile on sale and didn't have enough to finish it. So that's how they did the house. So we ripped up all that tile, completed the floor. This whole floor goes down 2 inches to here. So we had to build this up as much as we could without hurting the door openings. So we leveled it out. We had to install this tile, they call it mud set. Mud set's a little bit more expensive because you have to build a pile up. So we almost have like 2 inches of mud under this floor. So again, this is your house tour. This is a house we've been remodeling. It's in Broward County. Oh, another thing is we added this bifold door here because when we did the schematic for the kitchen, the computer had put a door here and the customer liked it. I liked it. It has the rain glass, So we said, you know what, we will add this door in here. That way it's not open, so when you're out here watching TV and stuff, you can close it off from the kitchen. It gives it a nice look. So you just push it open, boom. We got to still paint that, and then you can leave it open to get air. And then you come out to this nice TV room. And it helps the air stay over here and makes it cooler where it's not sucking the air out. This door, we had to modify it a little bit. We basically cut a 1/4 inch off of here, 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 which made it 1 inch would fit in this opening because we made the opening a little bit smaller than it should have been. So, as you can see, also it had some ugly hinges on it, and we added these nice custom looking hinges. It only had 2. So we added 4 of these nice little hinges, which we will take off and paint the doors, and we'll put them back on, which will look beautiful. And then you have this glass here, which has a clear plastic on it, so we could paint it. That way we don't get paint in the edge there, and we can just peel it off. Again, this is the where the new refrigerator goes. It has a crown molding, very beautiful. Another feature we added in this home is we added a ice maker line down here. It's in the wall away from all the I tried to look at it, I thought it was dripping, but it's not. That's for the refrigerator. I wish I could show you the stove, but I'll show it to you in the next video when we're complete. The cabinets, we added a panel on the side, which gives it a nice finished look instead of being flat. We did them on all the openings, boom, and the edges. We also added a light. We put a bridge box up here. That way it's not all the way up, so it gives it like a closed-in look. And we put a light just for above the sink. So, gives it a nice touch. And then we have the nice balance, which is almost like 60 inches, which fits perfect. And then again, I said we're working on the tile glass backsplash. Got to install a couple more pieces, and then we'll grout it. Okay, I'm going to show you one more area. We're going out this exterior, but we're going into the laundry room, we call it. This laundry room was very hideous. Basically, it had a wall like, you know, right here, and it had the washer and dryer back here. It had pipes coming out of the wall. It had that slop sink here, an old one. And then it had the water heater in this corner, a big tank, and it had pipes all on the wall. It had a small electrical panel. So what we did basically is we ripped all the wall out that was here. We took all the pipes off the wall. We took the slop sink out, moved the drain over there for the new washer and dryer location. We added a tankless water heater, which is a Titan. Very nice little unit, believe it or not. Cold water comes in from this side, goes to this little machine, comes out here, very, very hot. You can control it with the buttons here. And basically, you got to hook new electric up to it, a new different size wire, and a new breaker. So we got to straighten it up. It's a little crooked, but we'll straighten it up. We got to paint behind it, and we'll patch the holes in the ceiling. So that's the only thing you'll see. We might build a box around it to hide it, but that's a new water heater now. It doesn't hold any water like the big water tank that could ruin your home and bust open or whatever. This here, in and out, hot. I don't know how that works like that, but it's very cool. They're about 250 bucks to buy through the Titan website, and then the installation is about probably $500–600 because you have to run new wires and stuff. Depends on the location. Since this one is very close to the meter box, we didn't have to run too much wire there, and we didn't have to fish it across the whole house like some of them. So it gives you more space and less worries about a tank busting up and getting 50–100 gallons in your house. We put a new electrical panel in this home, all new upgraded service. We changed all the wire from aluminum. We put a new bibs in for the washer. and we just found out this is the dryer. The dryer takes a water line, I guess, for the steam. And then we added this pipe in here, which is the outside new hose bib that we put outside, because there was no hose bib on the side. We had to add a new electrical for the dryer, the washer and the dryer. We raised them up because these new washer and dryers are taller, and they have the box on the bottom, I guess, for all the soaps and stuff and storage. Very beautiful washer and dryer this client has. So these are the lines. So this next week we're going to move this to its location, put the washer in, and we'll probably put a cabinet up here to put all the soaps and stuff in. If not, we'll leave it plain. They could put maybe some pictures there, make it a nice room, and put your soaps and stuff on the bottom there. We brought this windowsill straight, which was very angled down. We straightened it up. We put all the pipes that were on the wall, we took them out. The only one we had to leave in is this for the outside, for the new outside light, because it never had an outside light here. And this door will probably be used a lot. And then we have a step down here, so we tiled it that way and tiled this direction to give you a sense that there's a step there. And then we actually built this wall here, because this was basically open to the whole garage. So we built this wall here to separate the garage from the laundry room now, so this room will stay cold. And then this is where we added a new AC unit. This is a brand new AC unit, which the AC unit used to be on the other side of the house. So we brought it on this side of the house, so it's in the garage basically, laundry room. Put a new disconnect in there. The new pump to pump the water out. That way we don't have to have a pipe going to the floor to go outside to drain. And then we got the new AC return. Okay. And we did some little bit of a fancy tile work there. The reason we stopped the tile here is we're going to probably paint that. We're going to put like a wall here, like a false wall, so you could remove it and put it back on. That way that's just sucking in that air from that area, and it pulls more from the outside of the house, the interior of the house. It's not pulling here from the garage, so that'll give it like a closed-in area. Sorry if you didn't hear me. I have my finger over the mic, I think. And then like I said, this is an exterior door here, hurricane proof, but it gives it a nice touch. It matches the rest of the house. So we did that. And then also we added a hurricane door here with the rain glass. And this is where we're bringing the wall straight. I'm not going to put any trim on it. We're going to paint it. So it has this look to it, nice clean look with no trim on it. The only trim we put on this is going out to the garage, which is a new fireproof door for in case you park your car in the garage and you have a fire. It's a fire-rated door with the sill plate where flames don't get underneath. And we have a plastic molded on there where it doesn't rot, because it can be humid out here. And then we're going into the garage, which we haven't done anything with yet, but this is now our new tool room. We added some LED lights, so it's nice and bright in here. Like I said, we built this wall. We're going to probably have cabinets put here for the customer, because he likes to work out here. And this floor, I don't know what he wants to do. We could either paint it or make it tile and make it nice eventually. And then this is one of the shades or shutters that the house had throughout the house. We took them down, of course, but we left this one here to hide our tools. This will eventually come off, so I'm sure we're just going to paint this room, clean it up, and move stuff out. This is the washer here. That's the refrigerator we're going to be moving soon. It has the nice fire-rated door. And what else did we do here? Oh, there's cracks in the ceiling. We're going to fix those. But if you notice, there's no scuttle hole here anymore to get up in the attic. But this attic is so small, there's really no reason to get in there. And if you really need to get there, you just going to have to cut a hole where you need to go and fix it. I think it used to be right here where the AC flume is, so we use that. So, but really you can't climb in that attic at all. So we don't have a scuttle hole. But we might add one over here just for shits and giggles. And that's it. We added a light here and a light there to give it more light in here. The switch is here. We have an AC duct in this room, so when somebody's out here doing the laundry, it's nice and cool. And that's it. So and this is coming from the garage area into your kitchen, which is very nice and cool in here now. So this concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will do another video on the final when we're done completely cleaning here. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.